Freeze. You are watching Two Button Crew,
the daily show for Nintendo fans.
Thanks for being here. Everybody has their own game of choice from their childhood that is kind of uncommon. You know, it's not one of the staple Marios or Sonics. You grew up with something that was just so fun in its own way. Nobody else has heard of it. But we're here to share ours with you.
Absolutely. We are going to talk today about Super Spike Volleyball for the Nintendo Entertainment System.
Technically, Super Spike Volleyball.
Yes. Technically, Super Spike Volleyball or V-Ball, V''ball.
Right.
And technically, I think it might have come out for the arcade first. Maybe? I don't know. Well, it was on the arcade.
Right.
But who played that? The
So,
NES version was cool.
Stick with us. This is actually one of the most fun NES games that you could pop as a cartridge into your Nintendo Entertainment System.
Absolutely.
Especially for 2 players. So,
Yes.
so what in the world is this? I mean,
So what it is it is a 1990 volleyball game. It's 2-on-2 beach volleyball, and you can play one player where you're both the people, or you can play 2-player where one of you is one character and one of you is the other, and you're playing against the computer. Or
so
you can play...
the first way, player 1 is team 1, player 2 is team 2.
Yes.
You control 2 people as once, or you can each be on the same team.
Or you can each be on the same team, or you can play against each other. Or, if you were really cool and you had a multi-tap, then you could play 2-on-2,
Oh.
4 humans in one room playing against each other, which on the NES was something absolutely special.
Multi-tap, that's like a wireless controller, right?
Actually, yes. Multi-tap is basically, the NES only had 2 controller ports, and a multi-tap allowed you to play with more than 2 players.
So you choose your team, you choose your mode, and you just keep in mind the strengths and weaknesses of each team. There's like some black guys, some really pale guys,
Some kind of tan guys.
nicely tan guys, yeah.
And of course, there are the Double Dragon heroes, Bimmy and Jimmy Lee. They are playable characters.
How do they get in there?
I guess it was made by the same company or something,
Right.
and they're like, hey, that's cool, we could add them in there.
Like, how cool is that? I'm about to play volleyball. Oh, I don't know, I'll be the Double Dragon bros.
And I'll beat somebody up. I'll
Yeah.
spike them in the face, which is just what this game is about.
That's right. We need to insert some clips here periodically. Super spikes happening. Because
Kaboom!
as a viewer, that's what you need to grasp right now. This pure satisfaction of spiking someone to the next beach.
Yes, exactly. And that was what's so cool about this game, is that you could... it wasn't just like, oh, to jump and spike, I'm going to press B and then press A. No, that's boring. That's going to give you a wimpy spike.
Right.
No, I'm going to jam B as fast as I possibly can, and then I'm going to press A, and it's going to spike you into the ground, and you're going to go flying, and you're going to die until you get back up a couple seconds later.
Yep.
But it was like...
As long as you have the right timing.
Yes.
Not like... flop.
Yeah. And that happens so often, and it's so disappointing.
And as a partner, you're like, I just let my teammate down, and I need to like get on the grovel on the floor and apologize.
Seriously, though. Seriously.
Because it's all hanging in the balance at that moment on you.
Exactly. So I think it's pretty clear that we love this game. So what are some of the things, besides slamming somebody into the ground, that make this game just so special?
Well, I'd say it's one of the most special co-op experiences because we never really did we're teams against each other.
No, never.
It's so much more fun to like go up against the computers who just get like unnaturally insane as you progress through the game.
Oh yeah.
And just do our best against them.
And it was crazy because like you could see some guys each of the characters, each of the teams were different. Like on a team, both characters looked the same, but from team to team, they looked different. Mm-hmm. So like you'd have like these really pale, like wimpy guys from New York or whatnot.
We're representing them on this episode.
Exactly. We cosplayed today, except we kept our shirts on. Be thankful. But then you'd have like these big like Hawaiian guys like these, and they'd be a little bit more full, a little bit stronger, and then you'd work your way up to like the Russians at the end of the game, and they are like twice as big as you are, like beefy, and they can hardly like move around, but they destroy you for some reason. So that's one of the things that makes it great is the difficulty. It's not an easy game,
and as a team you're always like switching. I'll be serving this time, and then when it comes back, you're the one that sets it, and then it's constantly, the co-op is always shifting back and forth, so it's not like one person can just be really good at the game. You have to develop as a team together, which I like.
Absolutely, and each team that you go against is going to have different stats, like some are going to be stronger at spiking, some are going to be faster, so your strategy has to change depending on your opponent. You can't just both be good at the game and both be good teammates.
Yeah.
You have to have a good strategy for each team that you go against.
And it's just fun to progress through that World Cup. And if you lose, you have to start all over, right? So
no. That's one of the things that I think is great about it is that when you lose, you get that instant retry. Like you get to, have your revenge. It's not like, because then you would like get like 4 matches in the World Cup, and then you'd lose. If you went back to the beginning and be like, oh, I have to beat those, guys at the beginning that I had a hard time with again. But
I think there's plenty of things to like about the game. The most endearing, though, is the ridiculous jumping ape poses.
Yes.
So when you have that satisfaction of winning in your characters,
and you
can't resist doing it in real life.
No.
You can't just sit there and watch them
Never
jump.
once.
Everybody ape jumps. Characters, players.
Absolutely.
Everybody's ape jumping.
If you're not into it that much, then it's not worth playing.
Right.
Absolutely not. So, I love this game. I will always love this game, and I will always go back and play this game, and I will always go back and play this game with you.
You own 2 copies. Your first one, it got like corrupted.
Oh my goodness.
The gameplay was ×2 speed. It was like you're listening to a podcast and you press that ×2 button. It was like that for a video game.
Yes.
The entire cartridge, just for some reason. So, for I think your birthday, I got you like a normal one, but it's actually fun to play the corrupted one sometimes.
It is.
Just for a twist and a different challenge.
And I remember one time we played on a friend's computer.
Yeah.
And it was on an emulator. But he was able to adjust the speed, and so he put it to ×2 speed or ×3 speed, and I was still playing it. I was trying to keep up.
You're like, I'm used to this.
I'm used to this. My game already glitches to ×2 speed, but this it was always a blast, no matter what the speed was. Definitely check it out if you can.
So you know how Smash Bros. Has the fighter ballot right now?
Yes.
If there's any way to do like a virtual console ballot or something where we get to request games for Nintendo.
Oh, I thought you were saying the Super Spike volleyball guys for Smash Brothers.
Why did I not put them on my ballot?
Seriously.
I don't know if it's first party or not, but that doesn't really matter with Smash Bros. These days.
Not anymore.
Hashtag Ryu. Man, Super Spike volleyball, one of those hidden gems on the NES. If you ever get a chance to play it, give it a try.
Do it.
And thank you for being part of the crew. We're always happy to have you here.
Don't forget to subscribe, press that like button, and to comment.
See you guys next time.
Signing out.